Hey, it's Jared. Today I'm reviewing a keyless entry system, the Philips Home Access Electronic Deadbolt. And we're going to talk about the install, how it works, and all of that good stuff. This product was sent to me. This is not a sponsored video. They're not paying me to make this video, but I like this type of technology. I love being able to access my home without getting out my keys, or maybe without even carrying keys. And a product like this allows me to do that. Now, I already have those types of products on my home, so I had to remove one of them in order to test out the Philips, but I wanted to see if this one is better or provides more functionality or even just works more smoothly than what I was already using on my home. So the install process went really easy. Sometimes these things can be kind of tricky to install because there's a little cable that goes from the pad on the outside to the inside of the house where the board is and the battery pack and everything for the unit, and everything just connected well and set up easily, and the device looks really good on my door. So I like having it there. It's a great looking device and it was easy to install. It runs off of 4 AA batteries, so there's nothing to charge. You just have to replace the batteries every now and then, and the device will let you know when the batteries are getting low, which is great. It uses verbal commands, which took a little bit of getting used to. I was used to having maybe just some sort of a ding or a noise that I can disable, which I did on my previous units. This one has verbal confirmations, which says door unlocked, door locked, battery low, stuff like that. And it's great to have those verbal deals, but sometimes they can catch you off guard. So you can disable them. It shows you in the instructions how to do that. So there's 4 methods for unlocking your door. The number one, which I think is the best, is the fingerprint unlock. You can program in a bunch of fingerprints for everybody in your household and anybody you want to give access to your home. Program in their fingerprints and they can easily unlock the door utilizing a fingerprint. Now, if you want to give temporary access to somebody, you can use a code. You can set up specific user codes and revoke access and manage access to all of those codes. So if you don't want to use a fingerprint for everybody, you can use codes. We have both. We have the fingerprint and the code set up in the door unit. And then if we want to give temporary access, we could actually set up temporary access there as well and make that access either expire, or we can revoke that access when it no longer needs to be there. You could set up a time frame for how long that access is valid. And so maybe you're running a rental vacation home or something like that. A device like this is great. So you've got the fingerprint, you've got PIN access, you've got temporary access, and then you actually have a full-size key that you can use manually to open this lock, because it is battery powered. If for some reason the batteries go dead or something happens and the lock has no power, you have a key as a backup. Some of these types of devices don't have a key as a backup. Maybe they have some sort of a little plug connector or whatever that allows you to attach power from the outside to power the device back up and then put in your code. But I like having an old-fashioned key as a backup should it just stop working or something happens. I mean, it's technology. Anything can happen, and having a full-size key as a backup is a great option. So those are the 4 different methods of accessing. Now, there's no Wi-Fi on this unit, meaning that there's no way that you're going to be able to remote lock or unlock with this specific model. But there is an app that you can install, and I opted not to install the app because that's when I realized that this particular unit is not actually produced by Philips themselves. It's produced by a company that licensed the Philips name. I already had an experience with the lock, and I felt like my experience with the lock itself was great. But when I went into the App Store and looked at the app, I thought the app just doesn't look that great to me, so I opted not to install it. Now, the features of the app just allow you to connect to the device using home access here, and that will allow you to connect to the device when you're near it, which is going to be much easier for setting up PIN codes and stuff like that. I opted not to install the app because the app looks like it's from a company in China, and I just really don't know anything about that app, and I don't want my device having that app installed, so I opted not to. You don't need to use the app. You can use the front panel of the device to program in all the codes, program in all the thumbprints or fingerprints and all of that stuff, temporary access, all of that good stuff. So there's no problem there at all. The app definitely would make it easier, and if the app was maybe based in the United States, I might feel a little bit better better about that. I'm just very careful what apps I install on my devices because there's lots of horror stories out there. But even though this is a product that was created by a company that is not Philips and simply licensed their name, I do believe it's a fantastic product. For the price, it's pretty good. There are a lot of other options that are out there from companies that are not based in the United States that have really good apps and are apps that I'm using, so maybe I even sound a little hypocritical, but I do have to say I'm impressed with the quality of the device. It's still on my home right now, which is why I don't have it in front of you. I've been showing you B-roll clips and stuff of me utilizing it on our front door. I really do like it. It's smooth, it operates really easy, and some of the electronic deadbolts I've used in the past are just a little challenging to use, whether they're hard to program or they're hard to manually lock. This one is so smooth and very easy to use, and so it may have found a new place on the front door to our home. So let me know what you think. Do you have any experience with any of these electronic products from Philips or from the company that's producing them on Philips' behalf? Let me know down in the comment section below, and if you have any questions, ask them down there and I'll do my best to answer them. There's links to this product in the description below. Thanks for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you back in another one soon. Take care.